Hi friends, it's me, Maisha. It is my turn to unbox the Blu Box Sage and Stone. It's box number 1. Box number 2 is already getting started, so I can't wait. In this particular box, folks got 22 items, including their free gift that I put in each box. Everybody got something different. There's been several unboxings already. Jody Krantz from String Theory Beads has unboxed. I know that Dominique has unboxed. But these are the contents. These are some of the contents in the box. I've already dug into it. And I can share a picture of the contents of the box. There you go. We've got a lot of check glass in the box. We have some jasper and some fossil coral. Right? We have some beautiful strands of check glass here. Beautiful beads here. Beautiful, beautiful. Huge strands, right? So we have 8-inch strands here. Lovely, lovely beads. I think this is my favorite, right? This one has fallen off of the strand here, but that was also, this was a full strand. I've used some of them already, but that was a full strand. Some chrysocolla, some faceted howlite, a porcelain focal bead, a beautiful clasp, which a button. Excuse me. Beautiful button, right? A butterfly pendant, a clasp came in here. Those were all things that came in the box, along with a ring that came in here. But my box, I've been playing with it, so it doesn't look as complete as the other boxes. So what I'm going to do with you right now is I'm going to design with the contents of the Blu Box with you, and so you can see how I put the beads to use. Okay, stand by. We'll get okay friends, I figured out what I want to do. I want to do a simple stringing project with the larger of the beads. I'm going to use soft flex beading wire in a minimum, and the color is white quartz, and it is a 21-inch strand because I want the necklace to be a choker. I want the necklace to be somewhere around 16 inches long, 16, 17 inches long. I have 2 of these 6mm gold beads for the ends, 2 for the middle that are going to go next to this pendant, which will be in the middle. I'll use seed beads in between. I got my crimp tubes and my crimp covers for the end. I've got my jump rings and my toggle. The jump rings are to put the toggle on. Got my crimping pliers. I have my flat nose, not flat nose, my chain nose pliers, my cutters, and what else do I need? I think sometimes I need an extra pair of pliers. So I got all of that there and ready to go. And I got my bead stoppers right there. So let's go ahead and get started. What I want to do, because I know that I'm going to put these on the side, I'm going to put a bead stopper on the end, and I'm going to start stringing from one side. Bead stopper on one end. I'm going to put the 6mm there, right? And then I'm gonna string to the middle till I get to the pendant, okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of these. So I need 7 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. So I need 6 on each side. So we'll be ending with the green beads, okay? Next to the gold. So let's do these, and we're gonna alternate. I thought about different styles, and when I really looked at this pendant, I thought that these two colors really pulled out the green in the pendant. And instead of me using the bronze that come in, I went for the gold, which I think is really pretty. The bronze is the findings that came in the box, which go really nicely with the box. For this particular one, I decided that I was gonna go with the gold instead. I've been on a gold kick. I really need to stretch myself. Use more of the copper and the bronze and the other, but for some reason, when you get stuck on one thing, it's hard to let that go. And I think I kind of got stuck with gold. So we're gonna just keep stringing. This is gonna go by really quickly. The one thing about stringing jewelry is, number one, stringing jewelry is fairly easy to do. Anybody can do it, and you can get it done fairly quickly. It's instant gratification, and it's still beautiful. Doesn't have to be hard to be beautiful. Remember that. I know some people think that, but it's not true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Most of the time on this channel, I do jewelry that is fairly easy to do, because I find that I have a lot of beginners on my channel, and that's what they're starting with, right? The easier jewelry. And for me, time is of the essence. So I'd like to satisfy the people who have given me their support. So I'm gonna make what they want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a seed bead here. I'm gonna put this one on. And I'm thinking, should I put one of these seed, or do I even need this seed bead there? Maybe I don't need it. Let me see. I can also go with the bigger one there, but the reason why I'm going with the smaller one is because of this hole right here. These holes are fairly large, so I needed to find a bead that would fit just right. And so I think this size fits better right up against that bead. If I were to put this large one there, I don't think it would cover up the hole. Let me show you. See, it doesn't fit like snugly in there, right? I do like the large one because it matches what's on the end. However, I need the bead to fit snugly in that little space. These beads are so awesome, these porcelain beads. And I like how it's sitting up like that. That makes it very unique and unusual. So just continue with the pattern on the other side. This necklace will be done in just a few minutes. Instant gratification. Let's see, it's too small. Right? This is almost done. Sorry, I had to put that down for a second. Oh my gosh, these green beads are just, they are just so beautiful. I mean, if you got this box, I'm sure you were just staring at these green beads. They are so pretty. It makes you want to have several strands of them. I mean, if you don't have them, if I can get some more and put them in my shop, they'll be there in a kit form for you to make something with them. Okay, so I've already gotten to the end, and it's only been 8 minutes so far, right? And that's because I was moving slowly. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Here I am, messing things up. What I'm trying to do is get these beads to the middle. Like that. So how does that look to you? Isn't that pretty? That is just the prettiest thing. Look at that. That is so pretty. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and crimp off the ends. So we'll just put that crimp tube on there like that. And I'm going to put a jump ring here. And then I'm gonna put that wire back down that side of that crimp tube. Move that up. Okay, it has room. I'm gonna take my crimping pliers. This is a 2x2 crimp tube. Okay. I'm just making sure that it's in that hole, smashed down. You'll notice that the wires go on either side of the little channel that has been created. Now I'm going to turn it to the side. I'm going to put it into the second little dip there and squeeze again. And then I'm going to go to the front and I'm going to squeeze again just to make sure that it's on there tight. And there is the crimp. Okay. Now I'm going to use this crimp cover on top of it. And I tell you, crimp covers and I do not get along. We don't get along. I just, you know, I don't know what it is with me and these crimp covers. We are not friends. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to close it on here so that it looks neat and the seam is not really so obvious. And I know I put that jump ring on there and I'm going to have to turn around and open it up. But the reason why I did that was because I can measure how much space I have between the jump ring and or the loop, right? How much space is on that loop. See? So for me, that's just a good way to help me measure, okay? You may do something different. I'm gonna stick this wire between those, down the hole of the bead. right? And I know you might be questioning why. It is because it helps to make the beads lie flat. They lie more flat on there when the wire goes back through the bead. Oh no, look what happened on my other end. Look what I did. That's my bad. But again, the good thing about stringing is it's easy. It can be done in minutes. It came off, but I can put it back on fast. Yesterday we had a BFF live, which is Beading Friends Forever. It's the lives that I do every other Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I had Linda from Gumnut Lane Jewelry on, and she was showing us how to do links. That was so much fun, doing the links with her. And so I often have different people from the beading community, if they're creators, on my channel. And then I also had Kim Bantle on, who is a creator as well, but she doesn't have a channel. I also had Amy Campbell on, who does have a channel. It was a lot of fun. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter who you are. Technology is technology. So there's always some sort of technology situation. I don't know why. You know, when we're trying to create, unless you're paying a lot of money for a setup, and then you have people who like do this kind of stuff for a living, like make videos and podcasts and stuff like that, you can end up spending a lot of money on getting really good equipment. You know, sometimes most of us just use like our phones, you know, and so this thing is giving me trouble. It doesn't want to go down that hole. Let me get another crimp tube. This one doesn't want to go down the hole. So anyway, so it never fails. Like we test the live before we do it, and even if we've tested it, for some reason, the moment you go live, it just gives you trouble. I don't understand why that is. And technology is moving and changing so quickly that, shoot, half of us need to get our teenage children to help us, you know, set everything up right. If you have a teenager, because they know what they're doing. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can get it down this seed bead. If I can get it down that seed bead, that'd be good. Because that seed bead is nice and tight. Yeah, there we go. So you got it down the seed bead. That seed bead is nice and tight, so it'll help keep that wire in place. Okay, so I'm gonna do like this. Come on. All my little tips and tricks don't want to work today. Funny. Come on. Oh my gosh. I don't know why that is today. When I tell you it's easy and instant gratification, I mean it. Oh man. I guess that seed bead is too tight, huh? I thought if I put it in the seed bead, then I would just keep it tight in there and I wouldn't have to worry about it, but I don't want to keep fooling with it. Okay, let me take it back out the seed bead. Let me just do that. Save myself some trouble here. The crimp tube is tight, the seed bead is tight, everything's tight. Okay. All right, so let's look and see. That's about the same. Okay. Let's see here. Let's pull it just a little bit more. And then let's make sure that it's not too tight. Okay. That's just great. All right. I'm going to make sure one last time. Okay. Okay. And let's go ahead and crimp it off. Okay, got it in both channels. Turning it to the side. Just smash it there. And I'm gonna, okay. Making sure it's completely closed, and there is a perfect crimp. Now let's fiddle with this one. This one is magnetized. Okay, just making sure we got a nice clean cover that looks like a crimp bead. Not a crimp bead, just a regular bead. Okay. Don't want it to be too wonky. All right, so now we're gonna cut this one off. Okay, now I said earlier that we were gonna have to open it again. We will. Okay, so what side do we want to be the front? This side or this side? I think this side is gonna end up being the front. So with that being the case, we'll take this side. Because I'm right-handed, and I'll put the toggle clasp, or this part of it. Actually, I'll do this. On this side. The reason why I put 2 jump rings on here is to see if it would be easier for this thing to go into that. Right? Yeah. Sometimes if you put a big one or you put just one, it makes it harder to go into there. It might be okay with just one. Actually, let me see about this one. If I could just go without that other one. And all of these metals, so the metal here, these are 14 karat gold plated. These ones are 18 karat gold plated. This crimp cover is not. The jump rings are. This toggle is not. So what will have to happen is we'll have to use some permalac on them, which is what I get from Potomac Beads, and just put it on to coat these, just to make sure that there's no tarnish on them. But this is how it came out. I hope you like it. Like this, right, like that. And this is the front. So this would be in the back of the neck, but this is what it would look like in the front. Isn't that pretty? I think it's quite lovely. That's my permalac. I think it's quite lovely. Let me know what you think. I will show it on my bust and put that at the end for you so you could see. If you did like it, hit the like button and subscribe. To keep an eye out for my website, www.BluSaffhireCo.com. And remember, sapphire is spelled with 2 F's instead of 2 P's, which is the correct way of spelling sapphire. But BluSaffhireCo.com, and that's where all of my kits and some finished jewelry is there. When I get another box out, it will be there. If you're looking for finished jewelry, you can also check out my Etsy shop. It's a BluSaffhire Co Designs on Etsy, and both of those links are in the description of my videos, so you can just find it there. Over there, I put like one of my Southwest bracelets already, and some other wire wrap bracelets are on Etsy for sale. If you are a member of my channel, there are special perks to being a member, and one of those is getting a 20% off of the items that I have for sale, and then other member benefits when you sign up to be a member, like hanging out and beading along with me, shout outs, and different things. So if you're interested in being a member, I would love to have you as part of the community. So hit the like button for me, subscribe, hype the video if you get a chance, and in the meantime, go make something beautiful. All right, bye for now.